Next up, the Milwaukee Bucks. This is just all about like how they play with Doc, right?
Yeah.
Like if they're going to exceed expectations, it's going to be because like Doc Rivers has brought them something like new and different, I guess. And like they figure out how to make the Giannis Dame 2-man game work at an even higher level. Like Chris Middleton is coming off of another offseason surgery. Brooke Lopez is in a free agency year again. So you would think that he'll probably come out and try and get paid. This depth, like, is just, it's better because they were able to go out and get Taurean Prince and Gary Trent and DeLon Wright. But like none of the kids have really stepped up in the way that they were hoping. So it kind of does come down to, can Doc make these players kind of all work together in the way that we hope that they can?
What's crazy is they had decent health last year outside of Middleton. Portis played 82, Lopez 79, Beasley 79, Connaughton 76, Dame 73, and Giannis 73. So they did have decent health last year. I would say chemistry. So my expectation or there should be Eastern Conference Finals. That's what I put for them. Chemistry, and then
that's too low.
You think it has to be a championship?
I think it has to be finals.
Okay.
You have Dame and Giannis.
Yeah.
Like you have one of the 5 best players in the world, like very real case that Giannis is the best player in the world. I will listen to that argument. And you have Damian Lillard, who's a top 15 player in the league. Like your expectation is title at that point.
I just
you should be going at least to the finals probably if you have a successful season in that regard.
Last 3 seasons, lost in conference semifinals, lost in first round, lost in first round. Now, I will say, Giannis's injuries have been a part of that. So that's fair. Maybe I set my expectations too low. I put you win the vet minimum offseason. Like we saw it last year where Derrick Jones Jr. is starting on a finals team. Can you win the vet min offseason with DeLon Wright, Taurean Prince, and Gary Trent Jr.? Because I just don't think Doc's going to play any of these young guys. So I think it's those. Obviously, Giannis and Dame and Middleton's health, all of that. But can you get real contributions from a couple of those guys? I mean, I assume Gary Trent Jr. is starting for this team, right?
Yeah.
At the 2. And, DeLon Wright is the 3rd guard. So, yeah, I think that would be a huge part of it if you win with those moves on the margin.
I think that is how they exceed expectations, is Gary Trent like being unbelievable and Taurean Prince being kind of what he was for the Lakers last year. It's just the Lakers needed him to be a little bit more than that, right? Like the Bucks won't need Taurean Prince to be more than that. They just need him to be floor spacer who comes in, hits 38% from 3, right? They are like title or bust to me though. The construction of this team,
that's fair. Yeah.
Is that Chris Middleton comes back and is able to be like that secondary bench creator who starts and like spaces the court for Giannis and Dame and can be that primary, like the secondary creator at the 2 guard spot. Like it's hard. Like they're trying to win a title to me. What do we think of the Giannis Dame combination right now?
Like, I just wish I would see more pick and roll with them, because I think it should work. I think it'd even be fun to invert it a little bit, like be creative with it, where actually you have Dame come and set like a pop or ghost and pop or something like that, which then gets Giannis a chance to get downhill, or you have a really good shooter, obviously, in Dame. So,
and you have a floor spacing 5, so you have the ability to like go get creative in those ways, right?
Because you can put your 5 in the corner, which a lot of teams can't do, and keep proper floor spacing. So
correct.
I'm intrigued to see, right? Like the fact that it maybe wasn't what we all wanted to see last year. It was year 1 of it. Maybe they figured out this offseason. Obviously, the coaching stuff was kind of crazy. You hire a new coach and then you fire him and bring in another one, pretty early into the season for that type of scenario. So I think there's a world where they come back and it's the duo we all thought it was going to be when the move happened.
Shout out to Brian Garces for the super chat over on YouTube. Did the Bucks kids get a chance to show off in any way last year? No, but like I kind of think that they didn't earn it either. Like if you saw those kids at Summer League, I mean, they didn't look ready to be in a rotation for a contending team. Like AJ Green didn't play Summer League, but like AJ Green's probably the one that looks closest to being able to play.
Yeah, like I was not a fan of Marjan at Summer League. I love Andre, but like until he can really knock down shots, like is Livingston the one that
I think
like
it's probably Andre is the most likely, but
okay.
Yeah, like Livingston, looked okay at Summer League at least.
And neither of us thought Tyler Smith was going to come in. I know we're talking about guys that got drafted this year now, but
Tyler and AJ, like they're not going to be ready to go this
year.
Yeah,
exactly. And we said that when they got drafted. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't see it.
I don't see it either. So, look, they need to win. I think that you said it right. How they exceed expectations is like if they won the vet minimum offseason.